So let's move over to the schedule page. And we have these 2 jobs that we have set up before. Now, I'm going to give you a quick walk around of this page and explain a few things. This not scheduled here button is turned on by default, and all that means is show me all the jobs that are not scheduled in this view. Okay, so I have it this week, and neither of these 2 jobs are scheduled in this view. So if I were to take Nate's Patio and put it on the schedule for today, just press save, you'll notice that it disappears from the list right here. But if I come up here and I click on show me all jobs, you'll notice that it comes back on, and I can schedule it again if I'd like to. I even have 2 events on the same day. We'll talk about that here a little bit more. But for now, just understand what not scheduled here means. It means it's just not scheduled in this view. So if I click on Thursday, which I have no events scheduled that day, you'll see that Nate's Patio shows back up. I'm going to keep it on all, and I'm going to put it in week again. All right. Now let's delete this event, and let's talk a little bit about how the jobs go down onto the calendar. So when I go and put Nate's Patio on the calendar, I have the ability to change the date range. So I can put it on just for today and just press save. Or if I'd like to, I could put Nate's Patio on for a longer length of time. Let's just put it on for 3 days here. The other thing about Nate's Patio that I have the ability to do is I can also put it on for a time range. So let's just put it back on for today. Put it on at 3:00 a.m. and I could put an end time. Let's just say we're thinking we're going to end at 2:00 p.m. and it's totally optional. You don't have to put an end time on it if you don't want to. And then I could press save. And when I take this calendar and I put it into hourly view for today, you have Nate's Patio that's running the complete length of time because we never put a duration. It just goes from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. But then I have this one here that has a duration, all right? And if you want to see those durations and times and extra details, you can press expand all and it'll have that information in there. Let's go back to weekly. And I'm going to delete these. Each of these jobs is an event, and you can put these on the schedule as many times as you want. You can stack them up and down. You could just keep drawing from this job and putting it on as many times as you'd like. Now you'll notice here that you have this little jobs button here. Once you have all your jobs on the calendar, you can just press this little button here and this little button here and expand it just so it shows on one main screen if you'd like to. The show photos means if you want to see any employee photos. And I never showed you how to do that in the initial part. So let's just add a photo for a specific employee on this page. You'll notice that all your employees went into the unassigned folder right here because we didn't have any crews set up. So I'm going to take Seth Franks right now. I'll press this little magnifying glass and I'll edit Seth. And I can add a photo right here. Now with this photo added, I can show photos. And you'll see here that it's got the welder photo that I have. Expand all shows all the details that you have for that project in there. Any view that I have will export as a PDF. I'll show you that once I have some employees on the job. Filters. You can filter this view by anything that you would like. If I want the job colors to be sorted up and down, let's just put 2 jobs on there for now. If I want blue to show on top, I can make those colors show on top by just pressing this up and down right here. I can also sort by start and end time, and then also filter by color. Right, so if I want to see all the blue jobs, I can just press this button right here and it'll filter out all the other ones. If I have a filter going, it'll have this button that shows here and I can reset it so I can show everything else. I can view this schedule in many different ways. So I have the week view. I can put it in hourly. Hourly is only an option because in the previous video we turned on hourly scheduling, so we can see the schedule in hourly bits. Day view, if I want to just see a specific day, I can see it that way. In 2-day, where it lines up the 2 days next to each other. If I need to advance by 2 days, I can do that. I have week view. I have month view. Month view is kind of unique because you have 2 options with month view. where I can see it kind of in the same way that we have been looking at it, or I can look at it more in the traditional sense of month calendar. I might have a lot of jobs running, so let's just take Nate's patio and let's just make it long just to show you what that looks like. See how I have it extended out this way? So if you have multiple jobs going, it's kind of nice to see it in this quick view like that. So while we're here, if I need to adjust the end of a job, let's say it's going to take a few days longer than we initially thought, I could just take this and I can extend it if I'd like to. Or if I need to pull it in, I just click on the end and pull it in. Or if I need to pull the end in this way, I can do it that way as well. All right, let's go back to week view. On the left-hand side over here, we have resources, and these are all your people, crews, and equipment. And what we'll do now is let's add a crew. This is the only place that you can add a crew for, and I'm going to add a new crew right here. I'm going to use this blue crew, and now I'm going to give it a name and press save. So all a crew is just a folder. Okay, so I have nobody on that crew. If I want to, I can take this Seth guy and put him on that crew, and I could put Jeff on that crew. Instead of dragging and dropping, you may want to do this. You can press the magnifying glass. See where he's unassigned right here? You can press this button and just put them on Jose's crew this way. Press close. All right, so now that we have a crew set up and people on it, we're good to go.